I put the Doux Bananas Gel to the ultimate test. Could it really last me a full week on my type 4 curls? Let's find out. So this is what we're working with. This is an old wash and go turned twist out. Y'all know the Doux is one of my favorite brands, and I kept seeing this gel all over my feed, so I had to see what the hype was about. This gel is marketed to be extreme, promising super shine and lasting hold. It's packed with banana leaf oil, agave, and bamboo oil, which moisturizes, nourish, and hydrate your hair while keeping your curls defined. Before application, I went in with a moisturizing shampoo and a really good deep conditioner because my hair tends to be a little drier with wash and goes. Now for the application, I started off with my Amika Dream Routine leave-in just like I do for all my other wash and goes. It's super lightweight and I only use a little bit because a little bit goes a long way. After that, I split my hair into smaller sections and made sure that it was soaking wet before going in with the gel. I really did like the way it smelled. It smelled like bananas, but in a perfumey kind of way, and it wasn't too overpowering. I want to know if you guys use leave-ins under your wash and goes or not. I know some people love using leave-ins because their hair gets dry really fast like mine, but then some people are just gel only and their hair does fine. So let me know what you guys prefer in the comments. After applying the gel to the section, I like to go through with my detangling brush to make sure that it's fully detangled before shingling, and that's typically how I get my curls super defined. But for some reason, my curls were not defining, so I just went back through and tried to finger coil the individual curls. But let's keep going and see how this turns out. The texture of this gel is thick and kind of slimy, but not in a bad way. It wasn't sticky and it actually felt really nice as I worked it through my strands. Now, the curls in the back of my head are more tightly coiled than the ones in the front and on the side, and I realized that as I got to the side of my head, the curls were defining way better, but the back was just frizz everywhere. So I don't know, maybe it's a porosity hair texture thing, because I could not get my curls in the back defined for the life of me. As you can see, I keep going through to individual strands and trying to define them because they're just so frizzy. As I worked through more sections, I started to feel like this would have came out so tea if I applied it in the shower, because while my hair was soaking wet, I think that my hair needed to be saturated with just the texture of this product. I felt like it would perform way better in the shower. If you guys follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which you should be, you'll peep that a lot of people said that the gel actually works better on its own with no leave-in, and that's honestly just unheard of for me because every time I've done a wash and go without a leave-in, my hair was crunchy by like day 2. But a lot of you guys said that your hair remained moisturized when you used the gel by itself and the curls were super defined, and the Doux actually commented on my Instagram post and said that they don't recommend a leave-in with the product and layering over other products can prevent the styler from setting. So with that being said, I feel like I need to give this another go around. Or if I'm super pressed to use a leave-in, at least use one of their leave-ins, maybe it'll mesh better. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments. So the application is pretty much finished, and overall the definition looks good, even though I do have quite a bit of frizz. But honestly, the only reason I'm able to get this much definition at all is because of the simple routine that I follow week to week that keeps my hair thriving. I put all of these techniques into my length retention blueprint so you can build the same healthy foundation for your styles too. I'll link it below if you want to check it out. Now let's get into how this gel actually holds up once it's dry. I sat under the dryer for about 30 minutes and my hair was about 90% dry. I had to go back in with my diffuser to get the roots because those were pretty much still soaked. So here's how my hair looked once it was fully dry. It was really soft to the touch with some nice definition, but I could already tell by the frizz and extra volume that this wasn't going to last me all week. For my hair, it only lasts when it starts off really defined, weighed down, and a little crunchy from the gel, to be honest, and then gradually gets bigger as the week goes on. And honestly, I prefer it that way because it keeps the single strand knots and tangles to a minimum. So I do have a slight cast, more so at the roots. Not so much on the ends. It's more like a little bit of hold. The frizz is out of this world for this to be first day hair. The definition just isn't there. I'm about to go to the gym, so it's gonna get pulled back anyway. Honestly, this is already not my favorite wash and go, but we can kind of see how it ages throughout the week. It is day 2. Let's see how this hair is looking. But I'm just not, my curls aren't super clumped. But my hair definitely doesn't feel dry, so. And also the back, I feel like it's just, whew. Yikes. So that's day 2, guys. By day 3, my curls were getting tangled and I honestly just wasn't feeling it anymore. So I went ahead and pulled my hair back into a bun with the 2 little twists in the front. That's honestly my go-to style when my hair doesn't work out. So even though this wash and go didn't last on me, doesn't mean it won't work for you. Because what doesn't work for my hair might work perfectly for yours. So give it a shot, and I'm planning to test this again soon with the tips that the Doux shared with me. Not every product is gonna work, and that's okay. What really matters is having a consistent, easy to follow routine that keeps your hair healthy. I've already taken the guesswork out for you and laid everything step by step in my length retention blueprint, so make sure you grab it. It'll be linked below. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!